Hi there, this is David, and welcome to New RPG News. We have a lot of stuff to talk about today, from Ys 10, to Mega Man Battle Network, to some Loot 8 stuff, to a contest, to some agents raiding someone's house over some magic cards? Lots of stuff to talk about today, but first, we're going to start here. I'm at this website, and you might think, like, what the hell is this? Guess what? It's the really popular YouTube channel, Did You Know Gaming? And it got hacked the same way that my channel got hacked back in December. And this is crazy. YouTube needs to do something about this. A lot of channels are getting hacked lately. And me as a YouTuber, I have to be so careful with anything that I open up, any kind of emails that I get, any kind of tweet messages that I get, because the littlest, tiniest thing could hack your entire channel. And like, whenever I got hacked, I had on two-factor authentication, I had a really good strong password, I had all the protections that I needed for my channel, and I still got hacked. If it can happen to me, and it can happen to Did You Know Gaming, which is a huge channel with over 2 million subscribers, then it can happen to anybody. And I just want to make you guys aware of this. Like, don't unsubscribe like a lot of people did to my channel at the time. Just, you know, ride out the wave, and eventually, hopefully, they'll get their channel back, and everything will be fine. And another thing that's on my mind while we're here that I do want to announce to y'all is that on Monday, this coming up Monday night, I'm going to be doing a live stream with Taylor of The Gaming Shelf, and we're going to be talking about retro games versus modern games. Which one's better? Which ones do we like? That sort of stuff. So that should be a lot of fun. I love coming to y'all and just kind of updating y'all on these things that are coming up. So hang in there. Did You Know Gaming? I am with you. I'm supporting you. I know what this is like, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And with that, let's really dig into this news. First up, we have details on X Nordics, talking about Dogi, Glenn, Rosalind, Cruz, and mana actions, as well as mana bursts, which you can use in combat or on the field to create new paths. So remember, this game, you kind of have like a dual protagonist sort of thing, where you can play as only Adol or Karja, but there are some other characters like Dogi, of course, along for the ride. And this one right here, it's going to be taking place whenever Adol is younger right now, and this is give some background information right here on Dogi. We know all about him. He's looking cute as a button as usual. I didn't really like his design over in Ys 9. He looked a little bit too old for me, although he was looking hot over in Ys 8. He's looking good still here in Ys 10. Love him, but I think that Glenn right here might upstage him. Look at him with his little cod piece, his silver hair, his midriff showing off. I love it. Although I'm not really a fan of the toes sticking out. But whatever! He is cute! Super cute. Says he's a young man, member of the Vigilante Corps of the town of Karnak. While he's consistently positive and enthusiastic disposition sometimes leads him to spinning wheels on his own, his offhand remarks often hit the heart of the matter, which has earned him the respect of his peers. Although he is the eldest son of Karnak's Mayor Burge, he himself loathes its mention. Look at how adorable he is. Oh, he's yelling at his little daddy right there. Oh, he's cute. His little eyebrow. He is adorable. Oh, he is cute. I think I have a new entry into my sexiest, JRPG party members. Then we got Rosalind over here. Some pink-haired girl. I don't know. She's a tavern owner of some sort. So, yeah, she's along for the ride. Oh, look at him! Look at his midriff and his little scarf. Oh, he's adorable. Oh, he doesn't want to be touched by her. I don't either. He is so cute. Then we have Cruz. I don't know. It looks like some little dorky kid with long cargo shorts or something. He's your little typical nerdy child prodigy genius thing. Anyway, then we have expand your exploration and combat skills with the new element mana action. By obtaining special items called antiques, you'll be able to activate special actions called mana actions, which utilize the sacred power of mana passed down among the oceanic people. Additionally, as you discover the stone tablets scattered throughout Obelia Bay, your understanding of antiques will deepen, allowing you to strengthen your abilities of your mana actions. A mana action that extends a string of mana from the spinning wheel of Norir, enabling the use of pendulum-like movement to travel to distant points. This, to me, looks just like an Ys 9, where you kind of like warped up to the little hooks and everything, and it kind of have like Spider-Man capabilities, because you can kind of swing up to an area and grab it, but you could also use it to hold on to objects and pull them towards you right there, like he's pulling out this block to jump to a higher place. He's also able to use a Grimble board, which he can use to kind of travel through the water, or even use it to kind of soar on the air paths as well. So that's really frickin' cool. Then there's mana bursts in combat, which you can use to fight your enemies. Adol can control fire, and he can use that to, burn enemies to a crisp, or like it says, to burn Ivy in a dungeon, or Karja's Ice to create footholds, as well as, slam enemies with icicles and all that. Oh, hello. So, yeah, lots of Ys 10 news here. Dude, this is some amazing, amazing news. I love it whenever JRPGs do well. It's one of my favorite things. It says, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection sales top 1 million units sold. They were only released back on April 14th. They've surpassed 1 million units worldwide, Capcom announced. That includes both Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection Volume 1 and 2. If you haven't gotten them yet, they are available on the PS4, Switch, and PC right now. But you know what? This is great, because, more than likely, we might get a new Mega Man Battle Network game, or maybe we'll get a new Mega Man Legends RPG. Remember those? Those were fan-frickin-tastic back on the PlayStation. What I wouldn't do for another Mega Man Legends RPG. This is telling Capcom, hey, there's a market for classic JRPGs. Make them, please, and thank you. Might and Magic Clash of Heroes Definitive Edition has now been announced for the PS4, the Nintendo Switch, and the PC. It is coming out this summer. You might remember this game from the Nintendo DS, and it was actually one of the best games on the Nintendo DS. It was really cool. It's like this puzzle game meets an RPG, all that kind of stuff. It says that this definitive edition is including all the downloadable content, refreshed character portraits, many quality of life improvements, and an expanded, fully reworked, and rebalanced online mode. How cool. So it's a mix of genres, RPG and puzzles, all that kind of stuff. You get stronger, gain experience points. There's a single player mode, there's a multiplayer mode. It has this I am the boss downloadable content where you switch sides and you become one of the 4 villains, and you can play the same game, but as a villain. How cool is that? I think that this is really cool. There's a versus 2-player mode. Build up the synergy between you and your teammate to be the best duo. Combine, make a maximum of devastating combos to beat your enemies and take as many W's as you can. What is a W? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this looks really frickin' fun. How cool is this? I love it whenever old RPGs that are great come back and are remastered. Hell yeah, I'm totally gonna get this for the Switch for portability and stuff. How cool. Loop 8 Summer of the Gods gameplay walkthrough video. We have a 7-minute guided walkthrough of what this game is all about. And I watched that video in its entirety, which is playing right above me. I'm not gonna show the entire thing because it's rather long, but you can watch it, on your own. Basically, it kind of starts a little bit into the game and it goes all the way up to the first boss fight, and it kind of shows you some of the systems right there. And right above me, it's talking about the relationship system. And essentially, you don't really level up in this game. You gain extra powers or more strength by doing better dialogue options, by having these people like you more. So that to me, I've always been kind of on this game. I don't know about it. And watching this gameplay thing, I'm still kind of I don't know about it. Right now, it's not really selling me, I've got to say. It's not like Trinity Trigger, which sold me. This is just kind of oh, if I need dialogue options and I have to select the right options, I guess I need to be glued to a guide the entire time to make sure that I get those correct dialogue options, because it's the only way to strengthen your characters, to power them up, to make them better during the boss fights. Then, whenever you go and you fight the boss, let's say that the boss hates the characters that you bring into the fight, well then, that boss is going to deal more damage to those characters. But if the boss likes the characters that you bring into the fight, that boss is going to deal less damage to the characters. So you have to make the right dialogue options whenever you're talking about the antagonist as well. Then, the various characters that you bring into battle, let's say that party member A hates party member B, well, they're not going to support each other all that well in battle. So again, the whole thing seems to boil down to this glued to a guide thing, where you have to make sure that every single choice that you make is the absolutely right, correct choice, or else you might be screwed. And I hate that. That's one of the reasons that, like, Persona is just like, oh my god, like, you know, do I need to go to my job tonight? Do I need to do my homework tonight? Do I need to study tonight? Do I need to go to Tartarus tonight? What do I have to do? Oh, let me get glued to a guide to make sure that I do the absolute right choice. Also, a lot of people in the comments section of this video that I'm showing was like, oh my god, this frames per second, like, what is going on here? And they were saying, like, make it more fluid, because it is rather stilted and jilty, and I can totally see that myself. Whenever I can see that, there might be an issue, considering I was raised on the NES, and normally graphics don't really matter to me. But apparently, that is a design decision, so we'll see. There is still this collector's edition out there that I've shown off in a couple of RPG news videos, and it does have a lot of cool stuff in it, very similar to Trinity Trigger, and at first I did pre-order it, but the more I'm seeing of this game, the more I'm like, I don't know, and I actually canceled my pre-order on it. So again, I'm still taking a very wait-and-see approach on this game. I want to like it. It's made by the people who did Grandia and Lunar, after all. I really want to like it, but I don't know. We have a contest for Trinity Trigger. I saw this over on the Twitter earlier, and basically it's saying, hey, if you submit some artwork, you can win your very own copy of Trinity Trigger. Let's go over the rules. You have to be 18 plus to enter, North American residents only. You design your own trigger and the main weapon form. The in-game weapon choices are sword, bow, axe, lance, fists, dual blades, gun, and rod, but you can create your own weapon if you want to. Each participant may submit up to 3 works, but you can only win once, and you have to enter by May 29th, and then the winner is going to be announced on the future Exceed Games live stream. You have to enter via this Google form right there. It says, what constitutes fan work? Drawings, sculpture, 3D artwork, cosplay, needlepoint, feltcraft, knitting, and more are all included in our definition of fan work. Entrants must submit their fan work via 2D file format, therefore this excludes audio and written works. If you have any questions, you can DM them. There's going to be 5 winners total, with 1 winner per category and 2 honorable mentions listed below. For your prizes, you get 3 winners who will each receive a copy of Trinity Trigger and the soundtrack, signed by the director and composer. The 2 honorable mentions will receive the signed soundtracks. So we have 3 different categories. There's the Almighty Armor, where you show off your trigger's cool weapon design, Cuteness Overload, who can make the cutest trigger, and Science Choice for whoever gets the most creative with their piece. Be sure to tag your works with the Summon Your Trigger on social media so you can repost blah blah blah. So that's pretty neat, I've got to say. I've had a lot of luck with these contests and stuff in the past. This is an example of an artwork that I did for a Tales of Symphonia contest that they had. It says, Lloyd and Colette, Tales of Symphonia, RPG Gamer Tales Contest, and this was back on March 18th of 2012, and I kept it all this time. So I've been lucky with contests in the past. Maybe if y'all join it, I might try it out myself and, hey, see if I win. Who knows? Square, I love ya, but come on, is there a bandwagon that you don't jump on? The latest Square Enix game has very negative reviews. It is a remake of the Portopia serial murder case. It's been a huge flop. It's sitting at 11% positive reviews, everything else negative. It basically says that Square Enix's used ChatGPT, artificial intelligence technology, to remake the classic from the 80s, which I played back whenever it was translated, I don't know, 15, 20-something years ago. They remade the entire game using artificial intelligence ChatGPT. What did they think was gonna happen? It says, I think this is funny. This is this review right here. It says, let's go to the port. I'm not sure what to say about that. Let's go to the Kobe port. I'm not sure what to say about that. Go to Kobe port. I'm not sure what to say about that. Go to the port. I'm not sure what to say about that. Go to Nagisa Apartments. I don't know where that is, but let's go to the port first. Like, can you imagine how frustrating it is to play this? Like, come on. It says you have to guess the specific keywords it wants to see, or you get stuck in an endless, let's focus on the task at hand loop. Like, what? It says, I even tried typing word for word the options that are handed to me on a silver platter, and it still didn't work! What are they doing? What are they doing? Like, oh my god. Like, come on. Oh, I simply can't wait until their NFT stuff bombs, too. And then they quit chasing after every single freaking fad known to man. But Final Fantasy doesn't chase fads. They create the fads. Bullshit. Not exactly JRPG news, but I think this is just really freaking cool. Somebody used Unreal Engine 5 to turn Tokyo into a playable anime that you can explore right now, and this is absolutely free. So you've seen this in like countless games before, Persona, Yakuza, things like that, Akiba's Trip, but this is like the entirety of Tokyo, and you can explore it seamlessly. It's just a tech demo right now. And I'm just going to read this paragraph right here. It says, even at high settings, I noticed virtually zero stuttering while I ran and jumped around, took in the familiar sights, and even explored some stairways and hidden paths that you wouldn't think that you'd be able to explore. The city feels very much alive too, with the overlapping chatter of its people clashing with all sorts of different music and advertisements piping from nearby storefronts. You know, just like in the real Tokyo. That said, there's still some work in progress areas that can't be explored here in the demo. There's 3 different modes. There's Sunny, Overcast, and Anime Plus, which throws a beautiful pinkish blue filter over the presentation. They all look wonderful, and the aforementioned photo mode is great for capturing your favorite scenes. So this is really cool, and it's a free demo. So, you know, why not? If you ever wanted to explore Tokyo and like see it in like real life or whatever, you can do it from the comfort of your own home now. And now, in our final story of the day, and kind of news of the weird, also not entirely RPG related, but this is my news show, and it interests me, so here we go. Wizards of the Coast raided a YouTuber's house to take back some magic cards. Like, they literally sent agents to his front door to slam on his door and say, you know, I need this stuff, threatened with jail time, for God's sakes. So, apparently, this guy called Dan Old School Magic the Gathering Cannon claimed that he was shooting videos on Saturday morning whenever Pinkerton agents arrived at his residence. His dog started barking at something, his wife answered the door, and they came to recover the stolen product for Wizards of the Coast, which was called March of the Machine Aftermath. This is an upcoming 50-card set that's to release on May 12th of this year, and it's intended to supplement the March of the Machine expansion, which came out last Friday. He wanted to purchase the set that's publicly available, but he accidentally received the batch that isn't on sale yet. So, it said that Kokatu reached out to Cannon and Wizard of the Coast, and Wizard of the Coast confirmed over email that the private detectives have been sent as part of their investigation. Like, this is crazy. So it says, the gentleman there was very nice and very apologetic about making my wife cry first thing in the morning by saying the heavy-duty lawman coming in to collect stuff, talking about stolen products and jail time. Like, come on. They did want the products back, and he apologized because they knew that they took a lot of stuff that they paid a lot of money for, but they would compensate us a little by sending them some other product. Then the Pinkerton employees said that they threatened to get the county sheriff involved if he didn't return the cards, and they cited statutes with punishments such as a $200,000 fine and up to a decade in jail time. Like, holy crap! All this over some Magic cards that were sent to him accidentally? Like, good God, that's crazy. I started playing Magic myself back in, I don't know, 96 or so. This is just a few of my cards. I have them all organized by binders here. But yeah, I haven't played in quite a bit of time. But I started playing around, there was Chronicles available, Homelands, Ice Age, Alliances. Mirage was the first set that I bought myself that came out. I played it all through high school, a little bit of college, but come on. All this over some Magic cards? Good Lord Almighty. That's ridiculous. I still have hundreds, well, actually probably tens of thousands of these cards sitting around still in these binders in a closet. And I figured that I'd just grab out my Artifact and Land binder because they're all color coordinated and all that, and they're very organized because I'm OCD. But anyway, that's it for this week's news. Let me know what story you found most interesting, which story you liked the best, and let me know if I missed anything that you want me to cover for next week, of course. And as always, have a good day.